Hi everyone, it's Jane. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Welcome to all the new viewers and welcome back to all my returning people, and thank you so much for checking out my channel. I have a few unboxings that are going to be trickling in over the next couple days, so I thought I would just start with one and then I'll tag one on the end of this one, blah blah blah, all the way through it. So this one comes from Kido Craft. This is a vendor. I don't want to say little, a vendor that I became aware of at the Chicago Pen Show, and I loved their stuff. They 3D print lots of cool little things, and I was just, here's their logo again. I was so excited to see they're up and running on, I think it's on Etsy. I will double check that and put it in the description. I will show you what I got at the Chicago Pen Show from them. Actually, let me do that quick and then I'll unbox this. At the Chicago Pen Show, I ended up getting this, this cool sample holder. And it's got this really, it's 3D printed and has this really cool glittery material. And it holds sample vials. I have my Wanchai, I think that's how it's pronounced, minis in here. And then also a pen that I bought there at their stand in Chicago. And I thought this thing was just really cool. You should pull it out, and that's the pen. This little cap has a magnet in it. So it's just a little novelty pen, but I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. And then this particular thing has a magnet on the front of it, and I just have my this little Highland cow that they also sold. And I have that magnetized to the front of this. They were also if you spent enough at their shop, they gave you a little key ring, I think, which is the Chicago Pen Show logo. And this will also stick to there because that little metal piece has a magnet in it. So that was kind of fun. So that's what I got. And I got a couple gifts there for my sister, and then also my my daughter-in-law, which I sent to them, so I can't show them to you. So anyway, that's what I got at the pen show. And this is what I ordered off their Etsy shop. So let's take a look at how it's packaged. And they sent a really cool sticker, another sticker. Oh, it's very cute. Oh, they've got like some, let's open it up, see what this is. Sorry if this is crinkling too much, but it's a little thank you gift. Oh, how cute. Like a keychain, but it's got little, oh, they're little Lucky Charms. The moon and the clover and the rainbow, and oh, that's so cute. Anyway, so that was really nice that they sent that. Nice tissue paper. Looks like this is also, I don't remember ordering that, but that's okay. It looks like a magnet. I think this is a magnet. Pink bow. It's kind of cute. Oh, and these are fun. These are keychains that I wanted to get this in particular at the pen show, but they sold out. So I'm glad to see they offered it. I'll open this in just a second. And then this, double check in here. There's nothing else. Let me get it off. Yep. This is a custom block that is this, but you can do custom colors. So that's what I did. I selected custom, and I had a really nice conversation with them as to what I wanted. So pause a second, and I'm going to cut this off so you don't have just too much crinkling. Okay. And I chose, I talked to them about making something translucent, and I don't think that was a possibility, but they did this cool pink. I told them I really liked hot pink, and I liked this teal color, or this green color they had, so it almost looks like a watermelon. But they did warn me that you would be able to see the magnet through the resin, and I was fine with that. I just thought that was really cool. I don't know if you can see these little wave shapes in there. It's got a neat texturized glittery surface, and then this is a polished resin, UV resin on the top that's smooth. That is way cool. Okay, so I think yeah, I could do that. That looks kind of nice on there. Otherwise, I think this must be a magnet as well. Yes, so I could do that if I wanted something pink, like a pink girly thing. That's kind of cute. So there's that. Anyway, and now I wanted to show you. So there's my little, I love that. I wonder if I could, hold on, I wonder if I could stick that in there. Ooh, these are magnetic too, these little charms. I could do something like that. Oh, that's fun. Love it. Okay, so these things, they were, they had these keychains that have, they're like fidget toys, and they have a, like kind of a, I don't want to say a clicker in them, but a very, like a keyboard type sound to them. And I really wanted, so I got all these guys. Oh, here's another magnetic animal. Yeah, I got the pink pony. Let's put the pink pony on here. There you go. Kind of fun, huh? Okay, so these are, I wanted this one. It's a little dog nose. It's a boop. You call it boop. And it's just a cool little fidget toy. It's just kind of fun to sit there and click. So that is a keychain. And then this one is a coffee cup. And it's just, it feels really neat just to kind of click it. I liked it. And then this one has a little story behind it. It's called a banana duck. And I need to get the story behind this, but I routinely watch Aziza's Gourmet Pens live feed videos. And in their chat, there is one of the people on their chat always talks about the banana duck. And I think it's because she drew something and everybody looks at it look like a banana duck. But I will get the story on that. And this is also like a little clicker thing. And it is definitely a banana duck. So if I can find that story, I will let you know. It just makes me giggle. So anyway, that's what I got from Kido Craft. And like I said, I was just delighted to find them online. And I think they are going to continue to make things as they go. Now that they have a storefront, you don't have to go to a pen show to find it all. At least I hope that's the case, because I really like their creativity. I like their colors and their designs. So that's what I got. So anyway, I'm going to tag on some more unboxings on the end of this, and I will check you out next time. Have a great day. Bye. So on to the next unboxing. It's ink swatching time. Yay! This company I found out about at the Chicago Pen Show. It's a one-man shop, I believe. And I bought this ink there off of Analog Notes table, and it's by Sven's Ink Solutions. This particular one, I couldn't read his handwriting real well, but it's Echoes of Discord. And I loved the ink so much, but I didn't know where to get it, if I had to get it at more pen shows or what. And finally found out he does have an Etsy shop. So I ordered 4 more inks from him and just got them in. They are Tarnished Glow. He does a neat little wax seal on the top of them. And then Maple Syrup, Vanathane Dreams, and then Cotton Candy Blue. And I just wanted to show you, I already unboxed them all because I don't know if people like the crinkling of material, but just to show you, he packaged these inks really well. They came in a decent sized box, and it had this kind of padding all surrounding the inks. So I mean serious padding. And then as well as that, each ink was in a really heavy duty Ziploc bag. So if it did spill or break, it's not going anywhere, which I think is very thoughtful. He included some stickers and then a nice postcard. And then he wrote a hand note on here that he hopes I like the inks and not to forget to mention him on social media. So I'm not on Instagram yet, but I'll try to figure out how to tag him on YouTube. Anyway, I'm anxious to swatch these inks, so let me pause it a second and I'll get set up and we'll go ahead and swatch them. Okay, so my tools to do this with, I ended up pulling the ink station out of the tilt. It'll lay flat because I am not sure how full these bottles are and I don't want to inadvertently spill them. Well, I probably will anyway, but that's just me. So I'm going to set that up over here. And then I have the inks, thing of water. And I'm going to use the Dominant Industry Ink Muddler. And then I'm going to use glass dip, I don't know why I can't say that, glass dip pen that I got from Jet Pens. And I just did the unboxing of. This is the Fonte pen, and I'm not going to post it. The lid doesn't post on there, or the cap doesn't post on there really well. So I will use this, and I may end up switching over to the Teranishi Guitar one just to show the difference, or I might not. It might just be with this one. I've really been enjoying this little pen for, it costs like I think it's under 10 bucks and the cap was $3, so can't go wrong. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna swatch the one I got in Chicago first, and that is Echoes of Discord. And it's a really, really pretty purple. Oops, I didn't open that lid real well, so there we go. I really like this ink because it's got a bunch of different shading properties to it when it dries. So I really like it. So there you go. It's kind of isn't that pretty? Okay. I'm going to try just to not do this by looking through the camera because I'm disoriented that way. So if I get off camera, I'm sorry. Okay, Sven's ink solutions. And this is Echoes of Discord. I didn't need to write it that small. Oh well. So hopefully you can see that. So we'll see the ink when it dries. It's got a really, I think, a really, really pretty color of purple. Okay, let's get that out of there. I do like these wide bottle ink jars because they are easy to dip your pen in. Also easier to spill. But okay, so this is going to be Tarnished Glow. I don't think this is a shimmer, but it could be. I don't think so. I don't think I picked any shimmers. I'm not sure he had any, honestly. I'd have to look up his Etsy store again. Oh, that's pretty. I say that about every ink, don't I? Sorry, probably gets annoying. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, what did I say this one? Tarnished. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it, you guys. It is, I don't want, okay, Tarnished Glow. Okay, so let's write bigger this time. Sven's ink solutions. Tarnished Glow. I am liking this little glass dip pen. It's very light, very comfortable. I like my other little Fonte, the little chunky one, but that one I'm enjoying as well. Okay, so that's Tarnished Glow. Next one is Maple Syrup. And that one is quite full. I'm glad that I have this flat on here because that could have been tricky. Maybe it wouldn't have spilled on the tilted holder, but I don't know. Wow. Cool. I don't have very many brownish inks, so this will be a nice addition. Okay, Sven's ink solutions, maple syrup. That writes out really nice too. I think that's gonna dry really nicely. Okay. My lid. I'm very impressed with them so far. Okay. Vanathane Dreams. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, by the way, too, his shipping was very fast. So it got it pretty quickly. Oh, wow. That's a neat orange. I do have quite a few orange inks, so this will be a good addition as well. Sven's ink solutions. And it is Vanathane Dreams. Or is it Dream? Just one, is it Dream? No, Dreams. I'm going to have to look up what Vanathane means. I don't really know. Or maybe it doesn't mean anything. Not sure. Okay. Almost lost my grip on that one, taking it out of here. Okay, last one, Cotton Candy Blue. Let's do the, I'm going to use this, the Teranishi guitar pen. I meant to do it on this one and I forgot. Put this back in here. Hold it in there. Okay, so this one just unscrews. Well, you saw it in the video I tagged on here, I think, if I'm not losing my mind. Of course, it's a day later, a couple days later since I made that last video. What am I doing? I need to do this one first. Okay. I think this is going to be a fun blue. Yes, indeed. I also want to test this out with water, like to drip it onto wet paper and see what happens. Fins Ink Solutions. Cotton Candy Blue. What I'm feeling with this dip pen versus the other one is I don't feel that it's holding as much ink. And, you know, maybe that's a good thing and maybe it isn't, because this one did kind of put down more ink than this one did. So if you want one that doesn't put down as much ink, maybe this is a good option to have if you're like me and have a million of everything. So I'm going to let this dry and then I will come back and we'll see what it looks like dried. Okay, close enough for drying. Here is Echoes of Discord. And then Tarnished Glow. I like what that one's doing. You know what, let's compare that one to the Troublemaker Yellow Tartanella. That's interesting. That dried kind of similar. Kind of like the way this one dried a little bit better. And then here's Maple Syrup. This one is still a little wet. And then the Vanathane Dreams. And then Cotton Candy Blue. And that's drying pretty cool. So that kind of gives you an idea of how it will dry. This I swatched earlier. That dried really nice too. So those are that. And then what I did while they were drying is I pulled out a different notebook, kind of my play notebook, and I put water on to see what the ink would do with water. Now it's not quite dry yet, but look at what this is doing. I'm hoping my light will show. And then I just drug a water brush through it just so you could see kind of what it does. Here's Tarnished Glow, and that's still a little wet, as is Maple Syrup. And then there's Vanathane Dreams and Cotton Candy Blue. So these are very, very cool inks. I can't wait to see what they do in a pen. So I just thought I'd show you that. So that's how it does mix with water. This is just straight ink. So I think both of this paper is Tomei River, so if that's helpful. Anyway, I will see you next time. I do have some inks coming in from Amarillo Stationery, so I might tag that on here or might make it a separate one depending on the length here. So have a good one. See you later. Bye.